Hey people, it's Swamp here, and welcome to the first bonus episode of Danganronpa 2! Last time, we defeated Junko's AI and managed to complete the game! And really, it was such a showdown, but one issue I have is the fact that you can never listen to Junko without getting somehow, without the words hope and despair, losing all meaning. I mean, it's like the thing where if you repeat a word over and over again, it just starts to lose all meaning. So speaking of Junko, how about we read this light novel that most likely stars Mukuro? Yes, we'll read the novel. Let's see what it is. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, we can basically up the volume now because references to characters who appear in the novel Danganronpa 0. Yes, we need introduction. We need Mukuro. Let's see Taka's description. I am serious. I want to see it. Yes, we get this picture of Taka crying and trying to slash with chalk. He was the head of the public morals committee at his previous high school, a new college prep school. He is extremely strict towards lazy people and anyone who makes fun of working hard. Or anyone who has joy in theirs, literally. The Haki on his throne. Mondo with a stop sign. What is Mondo going to use that stop sign to fight everyone? We have Leon, who's throwing his baseball. We have Hifumi, who is like 5 arms in the other. He's just trying to double task. And of course, Hifumi would have his tissues. And then we get Hiro. He's been held back a few times. We get Sayaka, Kyoko. Glad they're not spoiling anything. Of course, they have Hina with her donuts. Okay. Wait. They refuse to tell us what's Kyoko. They refuse to basically say, oh, Kyoko's the ultimate detective. But yet they're perfectly willing to say in this one, oh, Choko's also just like Jack. She's also a serial killer. Then we get Sakura with this kick. And then we get Junko. And Mukuro. Really? They act like this is such a secret, and then all of a sudden the show, oh hey, here's the big spoiler! Okay. Oh, we never knew that Mukuro had an interest in mystery stories. Okay. Finish. Oh, it's probably the back. Okay, let's go from the beginning. If Monaco appear. Monaco's monologue.
The world is full of ifs! If Adam hadn't tried to tie the knot with Eve, society as we know it would have never been born! The world that everyone lives in is just one outcome among countless IFs, and will continue to be a muddled world overflowing with infinite IFs. IF is what's in miso soup, you know? What lies beyond this point is a scary world filled with IF stepfathers who abandon their families. A Kellen bottle where the inside and outside are filled with uncertainty. But don't break it, okay? It'd be so expensive that there'd be no way you'd ever, pay me back. But no matter how you look at it, IFs are simply worlds like any other. No matter how hypothetical the story may be, the future is the only thing that's truly faulty. Oh no, tell me it's not some world where Taka's still alive. I don't want to go to that world. And the past is more solid than a frozen banana. You can't change a conclusion that's already happened. Even if you see a world that may have never existed, it wouldn't affect the people living in reality. Because IF is only IF after all. Even if a parallel world exists where a particular if happens, humans cannot cross the boundaries between worlds that easily. No matter how far if goes, it will always be what if scenarios. Do you really want to see that? You've got some sick interests! Don't you think it's an insult to Makoto and the others after the tragedy they overcame? So as far as I'm concerned, I'll still insult them. If you're gonna look at if, I think it's better if you view the outside of the Queen bottle first. It might be better if you view the ending of the video game called Danganronpa Happy Havoc, which we did, so yay! Try to play it multiple times and spend your free time with Junko and Ashima at least 3 times too.
Oh, they're probably telling us to have free time with Mukuro. Though we knocked that out last time, yay!
It may be ideal if you can collect all the items in movies too.
Not going that far.
But if you guys have come this far, I'm sure you've already done that. Still, I'd buy the game if I were you. I'd actually buy at least 2 copies of IF.
If I were you, sorry, oh my gosh.
The curtain lowers.
the button of hope and the tragic warriors of despair. What should I do with this? Mukuro was at a loss. Despite his hesitation, his situation was extremely simple and composed of 3 key factors. The first factor was that Mukuro is currently locked inside school. Host Peak Academy is a school for the privileged elite, and each student attending possesses ultimate talent. Mukuro was chosen to attend Host Peak Academy by a lottery held to select the ultimate lucky student. When he arrived for his first day of school, he immediately lost consciousness, and when he woke up, he saw all the exits and windows had been sealed shut. The next factor was Monokuma, a mysterious robot bear being operated by the mastermind, and the announcement he made to all the students.
"You'll be living your whole life in this academy," he declared. "If you want to leave, then kill someone and become the Blackened."
This strange remote-controlled robot was telling Mukuro and his fellow Ultimates to start killing each other in exchange for their freedom. They learned that more than one Monokuma exists, and that each one contains a bomb to prevent anyone from attacking them. On top of that, Monokuma announced that anyone who attempted to harm him would receive punishment. The third and final factor was the red button that Mukuro was currently holding in his hand. The words escape button were currently written on this button in marker. And though the first 2 factors were certainly cause for headache, Mukuro only seemed to have lost over the third. And how did Mukuro get the button? I mean, is this the Usami kicked Monokuma's ass button ending? During his free time, Mukuro noticed that the school store was open, and his curiosity got the better of him. He was overwhelmed by the disjointed atmosphere upon entering, but his attention soon focused on a strange vending machine. The words Mono Machine were written on it, and it seemed to accept the strange bear-patterned coins they somehow found inside the school. It seemed like a bad idea, but Mukuro thought there might be a chance that this machine could dispense some way of escaping the school. And so, he inserted the only coin he had into the coin slot, and the result was the escape button mentioned earlier. How would Junko put in the escape button in the machine? Then again, this is Junko we're talking about. There's a limit to how much you can tease us. Maybe the mastermind who trapped us in here is making a cool joke. These thoughts filled Mukuro's mind, and he began to feel desperately discouraged. However, there's always a chance, right? Mukuro was just an ordinary boy, and he only gained entry to Host Peak Academy through a lottery to find the ultimate lucky student. Maybe that luck was the real deal. If this button is real, maybe I can let Sayaka. Mukuro took a deep, slow breath and pressed the button. Instantly, pain burst through his entire body. Ah! Mukuro's arms and legs went limp as he lost his balance and fell to the floor in a crumpled heap. Oh my gosh, and then Taka just goes, "Mukuro! Schools are not to be slept on! Go back to your room! Back to your room!" And he breathed heavily. It dawned on him when it just happened. I got electrocuted. He looked at the button in his hand and noticed a small needle sticking out of it. Mukuro quickly surmised that an electric current must have been running through it. After regaining enough of his strength to stand back up, Mukuro thought about it once again. I should have known. It was a fake. Just how sick and twisted was the mastermind? My head still feels a bit woozy. I should go back to my room and rest today. With that in mind, Mukuro walked out of the school store with slow, careful steps. But Mukuro didn't know yet. If the escape button really was a fake, it would have been an act of mercy from the mastermind. A small, bear-shaped shadow began moving around inside the now-empty school store. The shadow, Monokuma, stood before the Mono machine and stared at it silently. But after some time passed, he began to laugh, a cold, hollow laugh, utterly devoid of emotion. Despite the fact that he was alone, Monokuma began to talk, almost as if he were speaking to someone. Perhaps Monokuma was talking directly to the mastermind controlling him.
"I only put that in the Mono machine because I thought it'd be interesting if one of the last few survivors happened to win it. But with a success rate of 0.01%, I never thought anyone would actually win it. Perhaps I should have expected the ultimate lucky student to overcome such impossible odds."
Monokuma started blushing and breathing heavily for no apparent reason. A robot like Monokuma doesn't need to breathe, but because his technology is super advanced, he can express himself like a living creature.
"Mukuro was chosen through a lottery, and now he's won the escape button through a lottery. This is honestly impossible, right? Is this what a miracle is? Is this all systems go towards escaping? Is something that defies all common sense about to come crashing into my world? Well, even though I don't really want this to happen, I'm starting to enjoy this new sensation. We'll be back after these commercials."
Monokuma's internal machinery began running at full capacity, and his facial expressions began changing more smoothly than any humans could. Suddenly, his expressions immediately stopped, and he whispered through his speakers,
"But if this really is Kazak."
After muttering something so ominous, Monokuma's loud, screeching laughter ran jarringly through the room. This situation was about to unfold contained two conflicting emotions equal measures: hope and despair. Blank page. Let them know they're including blank pages. Next day, nighttime. Student dormitory, Makoto's room. Makoto Naegi lay on his bed, desperately struggling with the despair and hope churning within him. Monokuma had forced the students to each watch a DVD earlier that day. Makoto showed a scene that suggested his parents and little sister were in danger, and he now found himself determined to leave the school. It seemed the other students were forced to watch shocking videos of their own. Videos so shocking that they were now determined to escape the school too, even if it meant sacrificing someone to do it. However, it was obvious that these videos were part of Monokuma's trap. As long as the student killed someone, they were allowed to graduate and leave the academy. It seemed that the mastermind controlling Monokuma was hell-bent on making the students kill each other. But right now, Makoto was most worried about Sayaka Maizono, who seemed to be incredibly distressed after watching her DVD. Sayaka wasn't just the ultimate proposition, she was also Makoto's classmate when they were students at Blackwood Junior High. Her optimism had been encouraging Makoto these past few days, and he was becoming a similar source of strength for her as well. If nothing else, I have to at least save Sayaka. As soon as Makoto thought that, he suddenly felt a small headache. Was he still reeling from being punched by Mondo the other day, or was this a side effect of being electrocuted by the escape button? As Makoto pondered these things, the pain slowly subsided, and he returned to his determined thoughts of escape. Anyways, we all need to work together, huh? At that moment, Makoto realized his goal had suddenly changed. We all need to. Ideally, it would be best if everyone survived together. However, aside from Sayaka, Makoto had never met the other students before. He didn't know if they could even be trusted in the first place. Hey, Chibi can be trusted. Chibi, hey, even if you don't trust anyone else, you trust Chibi. But at that moment, he trusted them even without even 1 ounce of suspicion. He believed they were worth helping, even at the cost of his own life. Just like Sayaka. Glad to know the lint brush is surviving. Why? The headache struck again, as if the blood vessels in his brain were being individually sliced open. Why did I just think that I could trust the others as much as I trust Sayaka? Makoto tried to figure out why his thought process was suddenly changed. Something was wrong. The throbbing pain in his head seemed to synchronize with a strange feeling that something was approaching him. A ray of light began to form within the dark recesses of his own mind. The doorbell rang. Someone's here? Please tell me that's not Taka! He quickly got out of bed, but that only made his headache worse. With no concern for safety, Makoto carelessly opened the door to his room and came face to face with Sayaka. Oh yes.
I'm really sorry to come by so late.
Sayaka. The pain. What are you doing out so late? The moment he saw her face, the pulsating pain in Makoto's head began accelerating. He felt like his world was being torn apart from the inside out.
Sorry to bother you, but something's really weird just happening. Makoto, what's wrong? You don't look so well.
Sayaka was pale and had been trembling when she came to Makoto's room, but she seemed surprised to see that his complexion was worse than her own. I'm sorry if my Sayaka voice is off. It's just I haven't voiced her for quite some time. Yeah, I'm fine. It's just my head. Makoto couldn't finish his sentence. His eyes rolled back into his head and he lost consciousness and slowly fell to the floor. And Sayaka's beautiful voice let out a scream as she stood over Makoto's body. The next day, the nurse's office.
Oh, you're awake!
Hey, you're okay? How many fingers are you in my hole? I don't know it.
Hey, you okay? How many fingers am I holding up?
As Makoto gained consciousness, he was grieved by the sight of fingers adorned with long fake nails white over his face. Oh, Mukuro. Huh? You're Junko, right?
Hey, why do you sound so unsure?
I'm a little shocked to hear you say that. Despite what she said. Junko Nishina, the ultimate fashionista, was laughing as if she found this all very amusing. Makoto looked around and realized he'd never seen this place before. It looked somewhat like a hospital. 3 beds, including his own, were lined up in the room, with various medical equipment instruments laid around them. The black ceiling felt strangely oppressive, but as he sat, Makoto's mind immediately centered on one possibility. Where are we? Did we get rescued?
That'd be nice, huh?
She replied as she looked away. Junko explained that this was the nurse's office on the first floor of the academy.
That Monokuma thing said, I can't bear to see my precious students getting sick, and I opened this place up this morning. But don't you think this is a bit suspicious?
What if all these meds are poison? To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. Makoto remembered his encounter with the escape button and let out a small sigh. So why am I here, Junko?
You should thank Sayaka for that.
She was here for that. She was here the whole night taking care of you. She was. Junko ignored Makoto's surprise and continued casually talking.
But then Taka got all fired up and was like, we should take turns watching over.
No! Oh yeah, because Taka. Yeah, Taka helping him. Rockabye, Makoto! In the bed! Obey all the rules or I'll hit you on the head! I just happened to be on duty when you woke up. Well, and even then, only because the Yakuza ditched. I see, thanks. Like I said, you should thank Sayaka. I don't even know what that is. Is that like like? It's like some like, or just, is that like some repeated like? I don't know. Anyways, how you feeling? Is everything alright? Mukuro thought about it for a moment and remembered what he had been thinking about just before he lost consciousness. This is kind of weird, but actually, it's a really weird question, but what's up? What's up? Junko, we've never met each other before, right? Upon hearing this, Junko's eyes widened, but a few seconds later, she began to laugh. Huh? Are you for real? That pickup line is like so totally played out, you know. Even though she was grinning, a serious look came over her face. Just so you know, you shouldn't expect anything like that from me. I know I look this way, but I take my virtue pretty seriously. No, I mean, I never expected. Wow, that's what I figured. It's obvious that you're a total Omega male anyways. Mukuro and Junko continued to talk to one another. Hey, Mukuro got free time events. Although he wondered why Junko was talking to him instead of leaving to get the others, Mukuro didn't question it. He just wanted to talk to someone, anyone. As long as he interacted with his fellow students, he believed he would learn the truth about what was going on inside his head. So, is this a... Oh, so this is a Mukuro-focused story, probably. 10 minutes later, Junko mostly talked about alpha males and omega males, her time being homeless, and about her past and her dreams for the future. The last topic was a lot heavier than the previous one, but Mukuro's calm demeanor seemed to cheer her up. She smiled sincerely and said softly, Thanks, Mukuro. Maybe it was a sign of gratitude for listening to her troubles, but she kept that same smile as she blurted out something horrifying. In return, I promise that if I do decide to kill someone, it won't be you. Oh, so Mukuro got all of the free time events in one go. So many skill points in one skill. Don't say serious stuff like that. At least that's what Mukuro thought, but the words that came out of his mouth expressed a different sentiment. I see. Thanks. But I wouldn't want you to become the Blackened in the first place. For some reason, Mukuro felt like the murderous words that came out of Junko's mouth seemed a little like a natural thing for her to say. She seemed very surprised by Mukuro's response and quickly blurted out, Huh? Are you serious? I was just kidding! Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry for acting so weird. No worries, let's just chalk it up to you being woozy from recovery. She returned to her usual bubbly self and let out a big stretch and turned to Mukuro. I'm gonna get going now. Make sure you don't get killed before the next person arrives. After seeing her off, Mukuro laid back down in the bed and started thinking to himself, What is this strange feeling? His dull headache continued as his thoughts began to blur. I was just talking to Junko, but I feel like I was talking to someone else. Who is she? The more he thought, the more it felt like his memories were sinking into a thick swamp. Each throb of pain pulsing his head felt like a wave on the surface of that swamp. Oh, so that button actually returned Mukuro's memories. What is this feeling? It felt very unpleasant, as though someone's voice was screaming at him from inside his head. Mukuro tried to organize his thoughts and go over everything that had happened to him, but he was interrupted by the sound of a bell. Unlike the dorm rooms, the nurse's office didn't have a doorbell. The bell that sounded Mukuro was ringing throughout the entire building. Testing, my check, 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcasting system. It was Mokuma's voice. Now that Mukuro has finally woke up, please assemble at the gym. Mukuro listened to Monokuma's heartless order and got off out of the bed without complaining. I have to go. He walked it one step at a time, in accordance with the rhythm of his throbbing headache. Slowly he walked forward, not knowing if where he was heading was heaven or hell. So, Sayaka did kill Leon, no, Leon killed Sayaka. What? I kind of get the order mixed up, but still, it would probably be Makoto's not getting the blame ball because I don't think she used his room, the gym. Makoto, are you alright? Sayaka ran over to Mukuro as soon as she entered the gym. Yeah, thanks. Sorry about yesterday. I guess I really worried you.
Please don't apologize. I'm sorry too. I brought you your room when you weren't feeling well. Now that you mention it, said Mukuro. What happened yesterday?
Sayaka looked away for a brief moment, but immediately turned back, smiled her pop sensation smile, and shook her head.
It's nothing. I'll tell you some other time.
Well, while they were talking, Taka, the ultimate moral compass, stepped forward, pointing an accusatory finger at Mukuro. Okay, it took this long. It took about 14 minutes, but Taka's getting to his assholery. You're late, Mukuro. Explain why you were tardy. Taka, you never fail to irritate me. You see, look at this. Look at this. How dare you be sick? How dare you pass out? How dare you recover? The other students collectively raised their eyebrows as if they were thinking, why is this guy yelling at someone who is sick? Oh my gosh, this story is speaking to me. However, Mukuro just smiled gently and answered him honestly. He didn't feel well, so I was resting in the nurse's office. Can you note that in the daily logbook? I see, that's to do with my information. In that case, I shall consider this matter settled. The conversation brings us to movie. Sorry. It's sometimes hard to just see how text is going. And Taka smiled as he kept talking. I'll take full responsibility for recording it. You're just focused on recovering. If you have to please report to the health committee. It seems like you'll need to appoint health committee members after this meeting, though. Taka walked away, mumbling to himself as he opened a daily logbook he found in the academy's supply room. Celestian Bluebird, the ultimate gambler, saw the whole conversation and walked up to Mukuro. Despite his unreasonable behavior, you knew exactly what to say to him. Huh? As soon as Celeste said that, it dawned on Mukuro. It's true that he didn't feel well and that he had been resting in the nurse's office, but when Taka asked him why he was late, even though he should have already known the reason, Mukuro didn't feel annoyed or disappointed at all. It was as if he expected Taka to say that. Mukuro felt strange that he had accepted Taka's personality so quickly. He couldn't understand why he asked Taka to do something as unnecessary as record it in the daily logbook in the first place. Why did I say that? It's like I was used to it. Yeah, Mukuro did get his memories back. His response to Taka's demands came as naturally to him as breathing. Why? Every time he tried to think about it, his head grew even worse. So Mukuro struggled to think through the pain of his headache. A black and white stuffed animal jumped out from behind the gym's podium and began twirling around as he spoke in a cheerful voice.
Hey guys, is everyone here?
He sounded like he was about to lead the students on a field trip, but not a single one of them had a smile on their faces. What is it this time? Are we going to hijack a cruise ship and run into a gigantic worm? Of course there was one exception. Yasuhiro, the ultimate clairvoyant, still believed that their current situation was some kind of planned event. Monokuma just ignored him and continued to address the students with his adorable voice.
Today, I'm going to tell you all about your wonderful academy system. System sure sounds like a great word, don't you think? And reeks of danger, just like a bear. I want you to trample over the deaths of your friends and grow up to have a heart and talent. It's good to be a little naughty. I want you to grow poison personalities. After making his nonsensical introduction, Monokuma moved on to his next topic. With this, he began providing a detailed explanation of the most vile system in the school. The class trial. No! You can't just kill someone. You gotta kill someone without anyone else finding out you did.
Monokuma talked about his horrible graduation program with casual indifference. But because a killing hadn't happened yet, his lecture didn't instill any despair in the students. As long as killing never occurred, there'd be no point to the class trial. But no one could readily say that a killing wasn't going to happen. As students' suspicion began to rise, Monokuma continued to explain the class trial until... Wait, hold on a second. As Monokuma began to explain the executions that would serve as punishment, one girl stepped forward. Junko? As soon as he saw how angry she was, the rhythm of Makoto's head began to change slightly.
You're freaking insane, you know that?
The girl continued to explain angrily. She seemed completely different from the smiling person Mukuro saw in the nurse's office. Huh? Was Junko always like that? No, she's different. That's how Junko acts, but... Is that person really Junko? Oh wait, what am I thinking? As Mukuro struggled with his headache and confusion, Monokuma and the girl continued to argue.
What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Damn, Mukuro! I am your sister!
Only punishment awaits...
Only punishment to is such blasphemy! What punishment? I don't know. Throw you in a deep dark scary prison or something?
Different. The strange feeling he felt was natural to Monokuma. A prison? No, they aren't that kind. A series of images flashed in Makoto's mind. And at first he thought it was some kind of parade, but he quickly realized that was a mistake. What looked like lights were actually buildings engulfed in flames. The red decorating this scene seemed to have come from human bodies. Despair. It wasn't confined to the academy, or even to Japan. Images of worldwide death and destruction flooded Makoto's brain with every throb of his headache. I've seen this before. Besides indescribable violence taking place in all the images, there was only one thing they had in common. Who are they? They're rampaging terrorists wearing black and white masks were wreaking havoc in these images. They took everything: money, valuables, life, family, dignity, the past, the future, and possibly even hope. The masks three terrorists were wearing perfectly resembled the face of the stuffed animal arguing with the students before him. Shut the hell up!
Shut the hell up! Say whatever you want. I'm not gonna be part of this. No! Don't be so selfish!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing before me. I'm trembling with...
The evil standing before me. I'm trembling with fear, but I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it until resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first.
Sorry, I have to do a quick call. Monokuma swung his arms wildly as he charged at the girl with waddling steps, but the girl stomped on the self-proclaimed headmaster of the academy with ease. Are you enjoying yourself now? Pinned beneath the girl's foot, Monokuma looked up into the girl's cold eye and calmly asked,
Are you?
Huh?
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed! You violated school regulation!
At that moment, a chill ran down Makoto's spine. She's gonna get killed! Monokuma's words sounded very threatening to him. Oh, so Makoto's going to save Mukuro! Monokuma's words sounded very threatening to him. It was a prediction or guess. It was as if he knew the danger Monokuma posed from the start. As this continues, Junko's going to... His mind still didn't fully grasp the situation unfolding in front of him. By the time he realized he was about to remember something, he was already running forward. Junko! The impact of his feet combined with the rhythm of his head, sending his brain hard into a panic. No, she's different. She's... I invoke
the mighty summon cell! Help to me! Godly spirit, Gungnir!
Monokuma wiggled beneath the girl's foot and let out a scream. And at that exact moment, Makoto charged at her and screamed out, Mukuro, watch out! Huh? The girl dressed as Junko Anashima widened her eyes in shock. As if to evade the charging Makoto, she jumped back with agility unheard of a teenage high school girl. And then, right at that moment, countless spears pierced the spot where she had been standing just a split second ago. Not only Makoto didn't die to the spears of Gungnir, all the students, including the girl, stared wide-eyed at the sudden turn of events. Spears, too many of the counted, shot out with the blinding spears from mechanisms on the floor and walls of the gym. However, Makoto was unable to notice this. Huh? Why did I call Junko Mukuro? Mukuro. As that thought entered his mind, a sharp sudden impact struck his eye, followed by intense deathly pain that ran down his spine and spread throughout his entire body. The spear stabbed into his side, instantly tore his flesh to shreds, and shot his back, coated in blood and other bodily fluids. So Makoto died to the spear of Gungnir. At that moment, the black fog that engulfed Makoto's mind was consumed by death itself, and as his conscience slowly faded, he remembered everything. Because of the electric jolt and the chemical compound from the escape button, because of that button that he had found by chance, Makoto Naegi managed to escape. He escaped this hopeless game where he and his fellow students had their memories stolen and are forced to kill each other. Of course, that escape is also what led him to his current life-or-death predicament. And in the end, perhaps he only escaped from one despair to fall into another. But at the same time, his actions had unintentional consequences for one person. The girl living a false identity as her beloved little sister, Junko Enoshima, Mukuro Ikusawa, the ultimate soldier, and a member of Ultimate Despair. Her past, her future, perhaps even her hope itself, are on the path to despair. And so, the curtain falls on Makoto's story for now. From this point, the story is about a certain girl. A girl who is more pitiful than anyone else in this sealed-off academy. A new curtain, along with new despair, shall now rise. Huh? Time had suddenly stopped for Mukuro Ikusawa. It's as if everything around her had frozen perfectly still. In the past, she was known as the Ultimate Soldier. She had experienced this feeling before, during her time with the mercenary group Fenrir. In situations where she was surrounded by a helpless number of enemies within the jungle or in a desert ruin. The charging enemies seemed as though they were frozen time, which allowed her to claim a decisive victory in all her battles. But this wasn't a battlefield, so why did this familiar sensation activate once again? In order to understand what had happened, Mukuro only tried to assess the current situation from within this frozen world. Junko and Mukuro are both children of despair, but Junko Enoshima, the true ultimate despair, harbors a far deeper darkness within her. Though their last names are different, Mukuro is Junko's older sister, connected by the bonds of blood. She cooperated with Junko's hopeless plan and impersonated her under the pretense of participating in the kill game along her classmates. According to her plan, Mukuro was supposed to oppose Monokuma, who her sister was controlling, and be locked in a dungeon as punishment. Isolated from the others, she would then escape the dungeon and perform various acts intended to deprive the students of hope. That was the role she had been assigned. When Makoto succumbed to his headache, Junko ordered her to see if the shock had caused him to remember anything that could make him a liability. He woke up as she was tending to him, though she made small talk with him, but she didn't notice any change in his behavior until this point. She was certain that there shouldn't be any problems. Nothing could possibly go wrong. She stomped on Monokuma like her sister ordered her to do, and flawlessly spoke the lines she was taught to memorize. Afterwards, she would fall through a trapdoor into the dungeon and remain isolated from the other students. That was her role. She hadn't done anything wrong. There was no problem. There were no problems. She repeated that to herself over and over like a silent prayer. But in that frozen moment of time, what she saw was not a trapdoor, but countless spheres. One of them had skewered Makoto in through his side. Why? Makoto. Why are there spheres? Gunyear, I would have died if I hadn't moved. Did Junko mess up the plan? No, Junko would never mess up. Was she trying to kill me? Me? Makoto saved me. Why? Why did she say my name? Did his memories come back? Did I not realize that? Did I make a mistake? Is that why Junko got angry? Is this my punishment? Is this my fault? Junko tried to kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Slowly, time came back to her world. Mukuro could feel her face turning pale as she slowly looked towards Makoto. The student screams rang throughout the gym. Sayaka was probably the first one to scream. But who screamed first didn't matter to Mukuro. Makoto, why? Makoto was the ultimate lucky student. He had been her classmate for the past 2 years, and now he was a sacrifice to despair. Not long ago, he had given her an answer of sorts during their conversation in the nurse's office. He was just a pawn in the plan his sister to buy, but now a feeling of doubt began forming in Mukuro's mind. What did I want from Makoto? As her heart churned restlessly, she continued to think. In return, I promise that if I do decide to kill someone, it won't be you. Was I impersonating Junko then? Or did I really mean it? When did I start feeling this doubt? Just now, the moment he saved me. Or when he spoke in the nurse's office earlier. When I first confronted him about this killing game before his memories returned. Or was it even before that? Mukuro stood there, confused and overwhelmed, as Makoto slowly opened his eyes, the spear still impaling him through the side. Mukuro. Makoto, are you okay? Mukuro was no longer impersonating the ultimate fashionista. Looking up from the floor of the gym, Makoto asked, Why are you dressed up like Junko? He was smiling. Maybe he couldn't feel the pain anymore, or maybe he was being affected by something else. But regardless, Makoto ignored the fact that he was dying just to give Mukuro his warm smile. I'm glad you're safe, Mukuro. As soon as she heard Makoto's weak, fading voice, something inside Mukuro snapped. But within the shell of despair she had built up, an intense emotion began flowing out. No, this is all wrong! She couldn't hold back that emotion any longer. No! No! And for the first time in her entire life, Mukuro unleashed a scream into the world. As Mukuro fell to her knees and clutched her head, a small shadow started walking towards her back. The stuffed animal that had been under her foot, Monokuma. His claws were extended, and he was no longer walking with his usual waddle. Instead, he moved like a beast, silently stalking his prey. As he slowly advanced within his target's blind spot, as he inched closer to Mukuro, Monokuma raised his razor-sharp claws, crouched on his haunches, and suddenly leapt towards the back of her neck. However, just before those claws could reach the paralyzed Mukuro, a dark shadow moved in from the side and swatted those claws away with one blow. His lunge deflected, Monokuma was sent flying through the air, spinning wildly before crashing into the wall.
Damn you! What are you trying to do?
Sorry. Oh, sorry. I thought that was Monokuma. Darn you! What are you trying to do? Sakura Ogami, the ultimate martial artist, had just related another tragedy. She stood before Monokuma and addressed him in a loud, booming voice. Not only did you attempt to kill Junko over violating school regulations, you even attacked Makoto, who had nothing to do with this. If you wanted to continue acting in such a savage manner, there is no reason for us to play along with your game. Yakuya Togami, the ultimate progeny, remarked condescendingly at Sakura. Fool. One could say you now violate school regulations with your senseless actions. He looked as if he honestly did not care if his fellow students lived or died at all. Well, she merely deflected the headmaster's attack. So I do not think that this counts as an act of violence. She merely deflected the headmaster's attack just now. So I do not think that it truly counts as an act of violence. Like Byakuya, Celeste seemed unfazed as she chided him over his words. However, the bare entry between the two was enough to stir the stunted student's action. Makoto! Sayaka was the first one to run towards Makoto, who lay bleeding on his stomach. But Monokuma stopped her, shouting in a tone of voice that seemed completely out of character. Be careful! Don't get too close to us two! Huh? Startled by Monokuma's desperate tone, Sayaka and the others stopped moving almost instinctively. Students looked around at each other. Instead of his usual playful gait, Monokuma walked towards them with deliberate, methodical steps. And then, he suddenly blurted out something that took everyone, including Mukuro Ikusawa, by surprise. I'm sure you're probably confused by this sudden turn of events, but I want you guys to work together! As Mukuro slowly turned her head towards Monokuma, he pointed at her and yelled, Mukuro Ikusawa and her accomplice, Makoto Naegi, are the terrorists responsible for locking you all inside the academy! Once again, time stopped for Mukuro. Okay, what's that? Ugh, so listener. Once again, time stopped for Mukuro, but this time, she wasn't the only one affected. Everyone seemed to be frozen in shock. After a few seconds of silence, Hina, the ultimate swimming pro, spoke first.
Huh? You're kidding, right? I mean, Makoto is a terrorist? That's impossible! Look at Makoto! He has weak noodle arms! And who's Mukuro anyways? I mean, that's Junko!
Monokuma began slowly explaining to Hina.
The real Junko must be in prison somewhere in this school! Worst case scenario, she might be killed! Mukuro must have researched which one of you would be easiest for her to impersonate, and hid among you all by pretending to be her!
Glad to know that Junko had backup plans. This was probably the light for Junko.
She was probably trying to make sure the killing game went smoothly.
Suddenly, Monokuma's hands and feet began jerking in an awkward motion as he looked at the other students and introduced himself.
I'm Bashiki Matari, the ultimate hacker. I'm your upperclassman. I hacked into the academy from the outside, and I was finally able to take control of Monokuma's body just a little while ago.
Take control from you?
From the head of the terrorist organization that's controlling this floor from the outside.
What? What are you saying, Junko? Mukuro trembled as she heard the words coming out of Monokuma's mouth. For a brief moment, she clung to the hope that her sister wasn't trying to kill her, but as soon as the hope was born, it was immediately consumed by despair. Junko had the power to transform hope into despair. She would never let anyone hack her that easily. There was only one explanation. Junko Nishina was pretending to be someone named Bashiki in order to frame Mukuro and Makoto. It was as though Junko was using Mukuro's survival as a branching path to lead the students to a different despair. Monokuma continued talking, telling the students more lies designed to pry them to action.
On your first day at Hoshi Academy, you guys were exposed to a sleeping gas, knocked unconscious, and taken hostage. Mukuro and Makoto are probably the ones on the operatives that the terrorists sent inside the school. That means they probably know how to escape from here.
And then Monokuma turned to face Mukuro.
Mukuro Ikusama was a member of a mercenary group called Fenrir. She's a live criminal who's killed over 10 people associated with the school. So don't get soft and think you can catch her alive. In fact, that's exactly what the cops told me. So the moment I saw an opening, I tried hacking the trap they said and tried to kill her. But what about Makoto?
Monokuma gave a cold, emotional answer to Sayaka's question.
My guess is that measly little ultimate lucky student didn't stand a chance to defy a group like Fenrir. He was probably threatened to force to cooperate before they entered the school. Or, judging from his earlier actions, maybe Mukuro seduced him. Magic wow! She raised his flag!
Sayaka's face went pale when she heard the answer and immediately stopped talking. Mukuro raised her hand and shouted, "You're wrong! Makoto isn't a terrorist! You all have to believe me!" The whole gym fell silent, and then, as if he was speaking for everyone else, Taka stepped forward and nervously asked, "Hold on! What do you mean Makoto isn't a terrorist?" Of course Taka's gonna be the first to get on this bandwagon. Taka's the terrorist, if anything. It sounds like you're saying that there's no doubt that you, in fact, are a terrorist! I ask that you will correct yourself at once and say, we are not terrorists! Celeste began expressing her own doubts as well. It is strange. Does it not seem odd that she's so protective of someone we all met just a few days ago? Mukuro says, what did she just say? Hey, guess what? My sister's controlling Monokuma. We stole your memories. We were gonna kill you all for the sake of despair because she gets her clique gets a hard on from this sort of thing. The other students' faces began to fill with suspicion, and guys, you realized they weren't looking at the real Junko Enoshima. Byakuya pushed up his glasses and began coldly pointing out what seemed out of place to him. I heard that Makoto, or whatever his name is, called you Mukuro instead of Junko. How would Makoto know that your name is really Mukuro if we just met you not that long ago? That's... I've also heard of Fenrir, continued Byakuya. I read files in French. As I recall, its members have a tattoo somewhere on their body. Instinctively, Byakuya's words put Mukuro into a calm state of mind. In hostile situations, her defensive reflexes of the ultimate soldier often manifested themselves. Mukuro's tattoo was on the back of her right hand. She wondered how she could hide this from the other students without also calling attention to it. But in the end, this concern was in vain. If the police records are true, she should have a tattoo on the back of her right hand.
If the police records are true, she should have a tattoo on the back of her right hand!
As Monokuma freely divulged that information. Alright, Kotaka! His voice filled with enthusiasm. Show off the back of your right hand and prove your innocence! Monokuma dispensed another unnecessary mark.
Make sure you look real close! She might cover it up with foundation!
Junko had ordered Mukuro to hide her tattoo with foundation, so Monokuma's information was entirely true. There was nothing Mukuro could do except stay quiet. However, she wasn't staying quiet because her identity was about to be exposed. She was struck by the realization that her sister was completely serious about pinning this on her. Well, why the hesitation? Shouted the foolishly honest Taka. As my classmates, I have complete faith in you! Oh yes, because I really want your faith, Taka. From beneath him, Hifumi Yamada, the ultimate fanfic creator, murmured to himself as cold sweat ran down his cheek.
It's not too deep. I don't feel right with this. Well, look at that. I guess this is what they call a checkmate, huh? Why don't you already get fed up, you effing
Oh, sorry. Why don't you just fess up already, you effing bastard? In contrast to Hifumi, Mondo Owada, the ultimate fight gang leader, was royally pissed. However, there were some students who were busy questioning Monokuma instead of Mukuro. Hey, you're not going to save us? Shouted Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star. You should have been charged in here already! Monokuma looked at Leon and shook his head softly.
The police can't help you right now because they're weak ass. The police only serve to make the bad guys look better by comparison. Not only are you guys hostage, it's possible that the entire school is being rigged with explosives and poisonous gas. Which, as the mastermind, I can confirm is 100% true. I hacked in this Monokuma brought to investigate that for myself.
And then,
what about everyone on that DVD? What about everyone else at the school?
That's Sayaka. The memory of the DVD she was forced to watch yesterday still weighed heavily on her mind, but Monokuma didn't have a clear answer.
I don't know anything about any DVDs, but there are definitely terrorists causing havoc out there. Law enforcement around the world is in shambles trying to deal with this.
That's impossible. Sayaka shuddered and collapsed on her knees. Sayaka!
Sayaka!
Next Chihiro Fujisaki, the ultimate programmer, was unsure about what she should do. Behind her, two other girls stood silently. The first was Toko, the ultimate writing prodigy. She seemed to be trying very hard to look at Makoto as he lay bleeding. The other was a quiet girl who had talked about herself much named Kyoko Kirigiri. Unlike Toko, Kyoko was watching everything intently, as if she were studying the scene of a crime. From Makoto's bleak breathing patterns to subtle changes in Mukuro's facial expressions, nothing was escaping her attention. Suddenly, Toko began nervously talking to Sakura.
So, anyways, let's just say that Mukuro woman or whoever, or there is a terrorist, hurry up and beat her to death or something.
We don't know that yet, said Sakura. My fists do not mete out justice based on simple speculation.
Sakura tried to get near Makoto to examine his wounds, but Monokuma stood in her way, shouting,
"Don't come any closer!"
This meant that Mukuro was the only one who could get close to Makoto. She had countless lives on the battlefield. She knew from experience, if she didn't treat Makoto's wounds, he would die. His wounds were not immediately fatal, but if he continued losing blood, he would eventually slip into shock and die shortly thereafter.
Please, you gotta treat Makoto first. Please, you gotta treat Makoto first.
Absolutely not, said Byaku, harshly interrupting Mukuro. Try tying you up and examining the back of your right hand is our first priority.
Hey, Makoto's in danger. Now's not the time for that. Hey, Makoto's in danger. Now's not the time for that,
said Hina, as she cast a worried glance at Makoto. She was still having trouble understanding the situation, and she hadn't decided if Makoto was suspicious or not. Byaku was about to snap back at her, but Mukuro's action stunned him inside. Oh my gosh, is Mukuro gonna slap Byaku? Is she gonna slap him? She took a breath, and then Mukuro moved the blonde wig from her head. Where there were two long, blonde pigtails only a moment before, there was now short black hair. She cleared her face of all emotion, and when she spoke, her voice rang throughout the gym. I'm not Junko Enoshima. My name is Mukuro Ikusaba. The student stared wide at her open confession. All she did was remove her wig and clear her emotions. But in doing so, the person the students had recognized as Junko Enoshima vanished from their sight. The terrorist that had taken her place continued to speak in a calm, stoic tone. I helped lock everyone inside this academy. The confession on a seaside cliff moment has finally arrived.
The confession on a seaside cliff moment has finally arrived!
Hifumi blurted out. Okay. What? Where's our get school regulations, Junko? I mean Mukuro! Shouted Taka. As if stirred by their cries of excitement, the other students began clamoring amongst themselves. Huh? said Hiro. So Makoto's wounds are like real? Does that mean that stuff about terrorists and whatever are real too? So everything that happened these past few days was a bunch of staged events? As the reality of the situation began drawing on Hiro, all Leon could say was, shut the hell up! Byaku had just remained calm and addressed Mukuro in a condescending manner. What does your group want? If you were after money, you would have already tried to negotiate with me. Of course, I'd rather let them die than surrender to your ransom demands. Byakuya, everyone!
Our purpose is to fill the world with despair.
Byakuya scoffed at this notion and began to speak once again. I see. Monokuma said something similar. So that ideology is what fuels your terrorism. It's true. It's true. If you did anything to me, you would certainly fill the world with despair. But obviously, that would be impossible for you. Hina couldn't believe what Byakuya was saying and frowned as she muttered,
How self-centered can you be?
After confirming what Byakuya had no more questions for her, Mukuro looked at Makoto, whose breathing had slowed, and let her voice show some emotion.
But Makoto has nothing to do with this. You can't believe what Monokuma says.
Why'd you say B? shouted Mondo.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about! You're a terrorist, just like Monokuma said!
Mukuro looked away from Mondo and continued speaking.
That's true, but Makoto isn't involved at all.
Celeste coldly brushed her objection aside.
I do not think trying to protect him will do you any good. After all, we had all heard Makoto call you by your real name.
She had no words. There was nothing she could say to protect Makoto. Even though Makoto was truly innocent, though Mukuro was the ultimate soldier, her powers were largely limited to battle. Even a normal high school student could outwit her when it comes to debates and negotiations. If she were the ultimate negotiator, she might be able to convince them that their memories had really been erased. But in her current situation, if she tried to bring up their memory loss, they would think it was a desperate excuse. Even Mukuro knew that. But even if she didn't know what to say, she still knew what to do. Right now, we need to treat Makoto first. And then she started walking towards Makoto as if nothing happened. To the others, it seemed like Mukuro had described and to abruptly change the subject. Hold it! We will immediately take Makoto to the nurse's office for treatment. However, we must tie you up. That was Sakura's honest demand.
Hold it, we will immediately tie Makoto to the nurse's office for treatment. However, we must tie you up.
That was Sakura's honest demand. But there was no way Mukuro could accept it. If she were separated from Makoto, there'd be no telling what Monokuma would do to him. Between Mondo's hot temper and Byakuya's cold heart, Makoto could easily sustain further injuries under the pretense of interrogation. Yes! Byakuya would have Toko take part! Genocide Toko, if you would please. Furthermore, among these things, Mukuro herself knew she was the only one who had experienced treating wounds due to her time with friend Rear. After mulling that over, she narrowed her eyes and went silent. Her mind was made up. She was determined to fight her way out of here and escape with Makoto. I apologize, but I need you to fall asleep right now.
I apologize, but I need you to fall asleep right now.
As she said that, Sakura initially positioned herself behind Mukuro. She was completely within her blind spot. To a normal person, it would seem like Sakura had suddenly vanished. After moving faster than any human being could see, Sakura's equally fast hands landed a blow towards the back of Mukuro's neck. However,
sorry, Sakura, but I need to get out of here.
Mukuro paired Sakura's fist with a spinning roundhouse kick. Sakura raised an eyebrow at the unexpected counter. Come on, punch Sakura! Punch Sakura! Mukuro tried to use the momentum of her kicks to sweep Sakura's feet out from under her. However, Sakura dodged and instinctively struck back against Mukuro's pivot leg. But Mukuro was faster. He jumped up, aiming a tornado kick at Sakura's chin. Sakura deflected the attack with one arm. Then both combatants leapt backwards, glared and charged simultaneously. Every blow they dealt was parried and countered by the other, and though they were both unarmed, the sound of the battle echoed throughout the gym. Taka then approached them. Fighting is not welcome in a school. They both punched Taka. It was like a typhoon had been compressed into the size of a car and set loose inside the gym. The other students were powerless to stop them. All they could do was stare at the breathtaking dance of death unfolding before them. After 10 minutes had passed, the enormous sound of one violent impact ran through the gym. The two warriors leapt back once again and breathed heavily as they stared at each other down.
My mistake. Though it's only been a few days, I cannot believe I did not know such an impressive fire was hiding among us.
In addition to the surprise Sakura felt, the battle had left her somewhat energized. Mukuro, on the other hand, looked down her arm, confirmed it had been wounded during the battle, and thought to herself, she's strong. I didn't think Sakura was even taking this seriously right now. Despite being constantly surrounded by firearms, blades, trapped, and explosives during her time with Fenrir, this is the first time she had ever been wounded. So Sakura is now officially stronger than Mukuro, the ultimate soldier. Mukuro is powerful for the might of the woman known as the ultimate martial artist, and the strongest woman in the world. Just what I thought. I can't beat Sakura with my bare hands alone. If she had been directly ordered to kill Sakura, Mukuro would have opted to either snipe her from a distance or poison her. At this close range, she would need an assault rifle just to stand a chance. I don't have time for this. She looked at Makoto and confirmed that his breathing had grown even shallower. I need to hurry. At that moment, she had no one to turn to help. Suddenly, Mukuro had an idea. It was true that getting an ally in this situation was impossible. However, she could still turn one person into her enemy's enemy. Mukuro took a deep breath before she charged at Sakura. Then she immediately feigned and charged a different girl, Toko, who had been cowering in fear from the battle between Sakura and Mukuro in the corner of the gym. Oh my gosh, we're not getting Genocide Jack into this! This is bad.
This is bad.
Sakura was caught off guard and tried to run after her, but Mukuro was one step ahead and reached Toko first.
Why me?
And then Byakuya, because no one likes you.
I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on a minute! Toko jabbed Toko in her solar plexus and she fell into her arms. Taka and Hina yelled out in shock. This is bad! She plans your Toko as a hostage!
To Toko!
In contrast to her shocked face, Byakuya just snickered and coldly remarked, "You fool. Do you really think we care if you take someone we just met a few days ago as your hostage?" Mukuro just softly glanced at Byakuya and replied, "You didn't meet her just a few days ago." "What did you say?"
"You met her 2 years ago."
Byakuya scowled. Mukuro ignored him and held her bloody arm in front of Toko's face. And then she yelled into her ears,
"Wake up, Genocide Jack!"
It seemed so random and out of place. Why would Mukuro mention the name of a notorious serial killer right now? The students looked... Sorry, I just want to set the time. The students looked at each other with confusion when suddenly Toko, who had been groaning in pain, suddenly kicked off the floor of the gym with renewed vigor. She leapt into the air with a much higher than any normal human should have been able to. While hovering several meters in the air, Toko twirled faster than a professional figure skater. This caused her skirt to flutter, revealing multiple pairs of sparkling scissors. Countless tally marks were scratched into her legs, like a kill count carved into a fighter jet. If not for the situation, Toko's glamorous jumps and spins would have been the sight to the whole. The girl formerly known as Toko Fukawa cackled wildly, her red eyes sparkling as her absurdly long tongue flopped out of her mouth.
"You cover me? That's all I fear! I got a murder! I owe you for you! I owe you!"
Toko. The situation changed so drastically that even Sakura, who was silent up until now, spoke up.
Hey, you flash in the pan! Don't treat Genocide Jack like the depressing little four eyes! That dirty little girl is a bit of the law, so I got put in 5 times the effort to run myself down in the shower!
So, wait a minute. During that hidden ending, during that hidden cutscene in the last game when we saw Toko in the bathhouse, was that really Genocide Jack? But who knew that Jack was the one who did all the cleaning? Toko's then changed of personality sent the students clamoring amongst themselves. Hey! Leon yelled. What does that mean? Monokuma just shook his head.
There are some things even I don't understand.
The students continued to panic at the strange turn of events. Toko, now calling herself Genocide Jack, took out a set of scissors from under her skirt and snipped them with glee as she looked around the gym. Oh my gosh, Byakuya!
Huh? Man, it's been a while since I got to stretch my legs. So what are you guys going to do here at the gym while I was losing weight? Hanawashi? I understand. I totally understand. You guys need me to cut your clothes off so you can feel you're naughtier. Yeah, right. What the hell would I do that for, you dumbasses? My scissors are only meant for cutting the supple, tender flesh of adorable boys.
Just like Jack was causing a ruckus, but when she saw Mukuro lying on the floor, she tilted her head once again.
Big Mac, they're like totally out to die.
I'm sorry, like I said, if all my voices are off, I kind of need vocal cues to help keep me on, to help my voice time out. That and I haven't voiced all these characters in so long.
What's the deal? Did the fill you with much to dread that you came all the way here to commit mass suicide? That's so hot, but why are you saying without me? Toko!
Cried out Hina.
Get a hold of yourself!
Just like Jack ignored Hina and let her motion run track, jumping and dancing with excitement as she held up her scissors.
Ah, jeez, I'm like that Big Mac side myself! It's hard to hear where the ribs are kind of showing anyways. He's not even screaming right now though, but what does that mean? Oh well, maybe I can just get used to this feeling of alienation instead.
I have no idea what's going on anymore! Shouted Hiro. This is all the alien's fault! Hiro buried his head into his arms, but no one was paying attention to him. The students' attention was entirely focused on Genocide Jack. Using that to her advantage, Mukuro began sneaking over to Makoto. As she cautiously picked him up, she confirmed that his body temperature was starting to decrease. I can still make it there in time. Though she was carrying another person, Mukuro managed to soften the sound of her footsteps as she ran for the gym's doors. By the time the students heard Mukuro open the doors, it was already too late. She had managed to escape the gym with Makoto. However, not everyone was unaware of what Mukuro was doing. Monokuma saw her movements out of the corner of his eye, but chose not to tell the students. And one other person, Kyoko Kirigiri. She saw Mukuro carry Makoto away, but did not inform the others as she watched them leave in silence. As everyone wrestled with their own personal thoughts and speculations, Osaka Academy began walking a path towards a completely different chaos. With Makoto on her back, Mukuro took several trophies from the gym entrance hall. After passing through the doors leading to the hallway, she jammed the trophies to the door handles. Though Sakura could easily destroy these makeshift locks, they should buy Mukuro at least a few extra seconds. Then Mukuro started running to the nurse's office, the place she last spoke to Makoto. Everything necessary for performing first aid could be found there. Her little sister was her enemy. Her fellow ultimate students were her enemy. Her only ally right now is Makoto, who is on the verge of death. Mukuro knew that even she wasn't her own ally right now. Amidst all this chaos, amidst her sister's betrayal and nearly being killed, she believed. She believed she was the only one who could truly understand her little sister. That's why she felt like she had to protect her. That's right. That's right, you didn't do anything wrong, Junko. You just wanted to feel despair, that's all, right? Because you loved me. That's why you wanted to kill me. You were just trying to feel despair, right? I'm sorry I failed to bring you despair. But at the same time, she wondered, if she saves Makoto and she betrays her little sister by disrupting her plan, wouldn't that fill her with an even stronger despair? Wouldn't that make her happy? But betray Junko. What should I do? Mukuro closed her eyes and listened to Makoto's weak grunts. What should I do, Makoto? On a battlefield where all you need to do is kill and survive, Mukuro was invincible. She could suppress all her emotions and fully immerse herself in becoming a perfect killing machine. But on this twisted battlefield of daily high school life, she could no longer keep her emotions in check, especially around her little sister. Mukuro, the ultimate soldier, was beginning to question being ultimate despair. The impulses of the normal high school girl inside her were starting to affect her state of mind, even though the poor girl continued to run through the dark hallways, clinging to this conflict within herself. She was now walking along a narrow, hair-thin path, a path between the hope of Makoto Naegi and the despair of Junko Enoshima. Meanwhile, everyone still in the gym was left in a state of complete confusion. Toko was famous for being a prolific author, but even though she came across as unsociable and depressing, her mind-blowing transformation seemed to have tossed all that aside. Toko is just like Jack?
Toko is just like Jack?
Sayaka trembled with fear as Jack tilted her head and stuck out her long tongue.
Huh? What's this intersection, you guys? You guys don't know who I was? Have I been found out? Or have you known all along? And why was the Soul and Samurai dressed like that? That outfit didn't look good at all.
The Soul and Samurai was probably referring to Mukuro, which means Toko already knew who Mukuro was in advance. Confronted by this shocking truth, the students had no idea where to begin talking. So many things were clearly wrong by this point. But there were a few students, such as Byaku and Kyoko, who opted to remain calm and observe the situation. Alright, somebody better spill it. Who gave Makoto an extra mouth to feed?
Alright, someone better spill it. Who gave Makoto an extra mouth to feed? I don't care if you want to stab him or silence him. I can't just forgive whoever puts that ugly ass hole in Big Mac's side.
Kyoko, no, Chancellor Jack spun her scissors in her hand. As she spoke, her emotions and facial expressions constantly changed. Even without the threat of her scissors, she exuded an aura of danger that made her unapproachable.
That spanker sheet of a young boy like Macaroons is like a blue bird that pops out a golden egg. If you would have just let me handle it, I would have killed him so good that tittle and middle would have been eager to die. But poor Makyuri's heart and soul had been completely stopped by such a sloppy kill. That actually sounds pretty exciting too, but I decline. Toko, you're not making any sense, screamed Aoi. What in the world happened to you?
Just like Jack answered by pointing her scissors out. Then Hina.
What happened to me? I got bored, that's what. That starboy locked me up a few days ago, but she went unconscious. I thought I'd finally get to do my thing. I woke up to all this. Makyuri's soaked with blood, and I got no clue what's going on. It's so damn confusing. All I can do is laugh.
No one seemed to be able to get a straight answer out of Jack, so Hifumi made a timid remark.
I dealt with girls like this in my 2D game games, and this doesn't even compare. It's like there's an SSS difficulty clear.
I can't believe you even think about her as someone you're worth clearing, mumbled Leon. Sorry about that. It was clear that things were going nowhere, and so if she was responsible for everyone else's expectations, Sakura stepped forward.
She might be in the throes and confusion. I should try restraining her for now.
As soon as she heard that, just like Jack stopped moving, stuck out her lizard-like tongue and grinned wickedly.
Oh, what's up? Are you gonna fight me, Battle Ogre? Too bad, my lovely sister came to a terrible voice. Why don't you just stay home? I will take my sister with your filthy blood.
Okay, Sakura. It seems my words are useless on you. Sakura entered a fire stand, determined to restrain Jack. But Jack knew she couldn't win a fair fight, and adopted a strange stance of her own. In a normal fight, Jack obviously would have lost to Ogre, but if Jack focused on dodging attacks, the outcome of the fight would be hard to foresee. Of course, just like Jack's physical abilities were only obvious to a few of the students in the first place. The two women exchanged hostile stares as the other students gulped nervously and watched. Except for one person, Kyoko was watching something else. She was watching Monokuma, who was in the corner of the gym, unmoving as white noise emitted from his speakers. He stopped moving. The moment everyone's attention focused on her and Toko. It's possible that their attacking had been disrupted, but an infinite number of other possibilities were also swirling around in Kyoko's mind. She brushed her hair back with a gloved hand and continued to watch. Though she couldn't fully remember her talents, the actions she was talking about right now were fully fueled by pure instinct. The strange situation that kept occurring in front of her was shaking her to her very core. Her mind worked diligently to scoop up countless accounts of information from her vast seas of memories. And as they were synchronized with the synapses firing in her brain, Sakura and Toko kicked off the ground at the same time, and an intense impact ran throughout the gym. Thanks to the heated battles that were unfolding in the gymnasium, Mukuro Ikusawa was able to buy more time than she had imagined. As soon as she entered the nurse's office, she rummaged around for medical supplies and did what she could to stop the bleeding. Though still quite shallow, Makoto's breathing slowly stabilized. Mukuro laughed a slight sigh of relief. However, even though she was somehow able to stop the bleeding, she wasn't out of the woods yet. Miraculously enough, it seemed like none of Makoto's major arteries and organs were damaged. Was this perhaps thanks to his ultimate luck? Or maybe he wasn't actually all that lucky, after all. The only sort of medical treatment he could hope for was partial at best. Mukuro couldn't decide. If only I could do a blood transfusion! The nurse's office shoved several packs of blood for transfusion. Mukuro suspected that Makoto's blood type might be written in his e-handbook, but as she reached over to search his pockets. Okay, I don't know who's speaking. Ha ha ha! I see you're searching a sleeping boy's clothes when the world is about to happen next. Adults can keep playing, but kids better press the B button, okay?
I see you're reaching for a sleeping boy's clothes when the world is about to happen next. Adults can keep playing, but you kids better press the B button, okay?
Mukuro turned towards that familiar voice and saw Monokuma standing before her.
You're all alone with Makoto right now! Just think of me as a cute animal, but let your lust lead the way!
As the headmaster,
I must prevent any illicit sexual relations, but physical education classes are just fine, Missy!
though he looked just like the one that was at the gym. It was clearly a different Monokuma. Multiple Monokumas had been placed through the entire academy, but it wasn't a stretch for him to suddenly appear out of nowhere. Regardless, the same person was controlling all of them. Mukuro had been wary of Monokumas attacking her while she was treating Makoto's wounds, but its appearance at this particular moment seemed to take her by surprise. "Junko?" asked Mukuro cautiously. Monokuma tilted his head along his upper body, inquisitively.
Junko? Who's that? Junko? I've never heard of that country before.
"No more jokes. Answer me, Junko. You were planning to kill me earlier, right?"
Junko this, Junko that. What's your problem? I'm telling you that I'm Monokuma.
I'm sorry if my voice is off. I just can't do this thing for an hour straight at times. Sorry, can you clear my throat? Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna be ending this episode soon.
You must be a big disappointment if you can't remember something like that. You're just a disappointment as a person. You're a disappointment as a sister too. You're too skinny and your brain is nothing but muscles and your personality is just unbearable.
I'm sorry, said Mukuro. She didn't need to apologize, but hearing her little sister call her a disappointment yet again was enough to make the ultimate soldier recoil. Oh my gosh, we didn't even know the real Mukuro. Monokuma ignored her and her clumsy situation, climbed on top of Makoto's barely breathing body and began poking his cheek.
So what are you going to do with Makoto now? I'm really interested in human mating habits, you know. What are you?
What are you? Mukuro said before trailing off. Monokuma lowered his tone and began whispering into her ear.
Makoto's a pretty nice guy, huh? He even sacrificed himself to save you. He's so generous that's actually hopeless.
He's not dead yet, insisted Mukuro. Inspired for her tone, she couldn't hide the fear lingering in her voice.
That's the most disappointing thing about you. You can't even say, I won't let him die.
I won't let him die, Junko. Mukuro could barely get a word in as Monokuma erupted into hoo-hoos and ah-ha-has and continued to torment her.
As if you could do that, too bad, now we get to see you tomorrow!
Is this all because
Mukuro was the first person to smile at you? Ew, a disappointing, depressing, unladylike, inhuman killing machine! Despite denying that he was Junko,
Monokuma began speaking at length on Mukuro's past.
this contradiction was very much like
Junko, and Mukuro was so shaken that all she could do was watch the bed piling on.
only the best survive in this world. The only thing that kind-hearted people can do is die, you know. And folks, you're gonna watch Makoto die really soon.
He won't die! Makoto's tone of voice had become irregular even since she took off her Junko wig. Aside from her conversation with Makoto. Oh my gosh, first conference and now conversation. Everything she said as Junko was from a script that her sister had written. But now, there was no script for Mukuro to rely on anymore. Mukuro was treating Monokuma like she would treat her own sister. If the other students saw her acting so weak, they'd never believe she was the same person who fought Sakura in the gym. And not just that, if anyone from her mercenary past could see her now, her stark change in attitude might make them think she was someone else entirely. Monokuma continued to rail against Mukuro.
Nope, he's gonna die. I know it's sad, but you just gotta face the facts.
Monokuma wriggled his limbs and danced around, and then pointed right at Mukuro's face.
Because Makoto is gonna die by your hands. Huh? Infighting among terrorists. The big bad terrorists that willed Makoto before he can regain information. Doesn't that happen all the time? And yet, all the desperate things you said in the gym turned out to be lies you told us to escape.
Mukuro found out Monokuma.
You can't do this, Junko. I won't let you do that.
As she blurted out those words in a trembling voice, Mukuro was gripped with confusion about what she had just said. Am I defying Junko right now? I think now would be a good time to end things off for this bonus episode. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch or rather listen. And you're a great viewer. I hope you come back for the next episode. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever that you want. And with that, I will see you later. Bye.